I'd like to tell you a story that I think will help you along your path.
I will hear.
Early in my life, before I was a Valkyrie, I was a healer in a small village. My father trained me in the use of herbs and natural remedies. To him, coming from a long line of herbal healers, that was the only true medicine. But visiting the city, I saw healers who used magic. Only magic, to treat their patients. I'd seen it work. And work wonders. I tried to tell my father, but he said mage healing was against his philosophy. A dangerous shortcut that violated tradition. Being a good daughter, I respected his convictions. But that all changed when he took ill. That's a good place to stop for now. When you're further along on your journey, I'll share the next part of my story. The resilient warrior dances with change, easily adjusting to its rhythm.
Great progress, but always more to be done.
I hear you like stories. I got one for you.
Proceed.
I wasn't born with the privilege of some of my sisters in arms. I wasn't bred for greatness. I was just the daughter of some poor innkeeper. Matter of fact, I wasn't even his. He just raised me after somebody left me there. I didn't have much going for me, but I had one thing. I wasn't afraid of anyone. If somebody was asking for a punch in the face, I never thought twice. Brought a heap of trouble on myself that way, it's true. But I sure learned how to fight. Enough for now. I'll pick that up later.
It's encouraging to know Valhalla wants to help. Wise investment, brother.
We're all impressed by your progress, General. We've never seen anyone engage Valhalla quite the way you have.
I must admit, Sigrun, Valhalla isn't exactly what I imagined.
You're experiencing only a very small part of it. One that's independent and unconnected from the rest of Valhalla. Elsewhere, there are larger neighborhoods where the dead reside. Socializing, playing games, drinking, fighting. But one must earn the right to join their fallen comrades. New arrivals run a gauntlet. A personalized, self-contained version of what you're doing. It's meant to help the dead process the lives they lived. Those who are worthy, who have found some measure of closure, are allowed to move forward.
Those who are unable to resolve their lives are forever trapped in their personal Valhalla. Some just prefer to keep fighting here.
Since we keep going back in, I take it this process is working for you somehow.
Yes. Succeed or fail. I feel progress. Clarity. I need to see it through.
Very good, brother.
An infamous act. One they still spoke of in the years of rebuilding. I somehow doubted they meant it so literally.
I'll give you this, brother. Your technique has improved immeasurably.
I needed his power to secure my vengeance against the gods. I believed I had no choice.
No choice? You could have not ripped my head off my body. That was absolutely an option.
And he's back.
But that wasn't the worst of it, was it, Kratos? Killing me deprived Greece of the sun. They were plunged into perpetual cold and darkness. Crops ceased to grow. Famine descended on our homeland. Not that you cared.
Enough.
He is bitter, isn't he?
Kratos, I'm curious. Your decision to behead Helios, was it fueled by any personal motivations? Or was it really just a means to an end?
It was not personal. I did know him long before I killed him. He was as insufferable as any god. But his death brought me no satisfaction.
Did you know what would happen as a result?
When Helios was captured by the god of dreams, the lands fell into darkness and were not restored until his return. I knew exactly what would happen.
Kratos, I hope you'll forgive me for overhearing. But before you first found your way to me, you were grappling with the symbolism of your former seat of power. May I offer a perspective?
You may.
Before I became God of War, I felt as hesitant as you did. I feared that taking the throne would only validate Odin's power hierarchy, which even then I didn't trust. But I decided I could wield a better influence on the inside than on the outside. There are many ways to lead, and not all of them involve ruling. The throne and the office are only...
Apologies for the interruption, but we're forging ahead.
Don't let me distract you from your contemplation.
Left flank! Behind you, watch out! Behind you, brother!
Tyr, earlier you spoke to me as though I seek to lead. As if I were someone to be followed.
Your self-criticism, valid and otherwise, seem well reflected here in Valhalla. It's no accident that your mind manifested that throne. It's more than a symbol. It's a challenge to revisit your assumptions. Mimir is right. You have the power, and I think the wisdom, to redefine what it means to you. To assert that power is to prove to yourself that the chair doesn't change you. It doesn't make you a new person.
Excuse the interruption, but we're surging ahead now.
Don't give it another thought.
Left flank! Valhalla's got a bounty on that one. Shield strike now! Fast drops everywhere! Use a shield strike, brother! the score. Now then, the path should be unlocked. Let's make our way up. I wouldn't say no to some short-time help. Oh, this is going to stink!
I hate Andromeda! Edinga Grip! Edinga Grip!
You have a shield! Oh, plucking a son of Thor out of your memory, of all things.
Guess you're not done with me yet, Kratos. And lest we forget, Kratos, lest we neglect to place your deed in full and proper context, I saved your life. Me! And you literally tore off my head for my troubles. Imagine if all your new friends knew how you used to treat your old friends. Of course, you're not the same man, right? Now, you only get your friends killed through lack of foresight. Far easier to blame others that way, am I right?
I know you are a projection of the mind. But for what it is worth, the death I gave you was unjust.
Oh, how touching. Yeah, not actually worth the spittle it took to mumble that out. Do not do that again. Nobody wants to hear that from you. A little something to remember by. I truly hope it brings you unrelenting torment. Chills you just a little when they do that, doesn't it? Feels like judgment. Wraiths! Oh, you've missed these slippery bastards, haven't you? Untether yourself, man! Wrong weapon, man! It's in the ground! Still a monster! A Minotaur. Now we'll see who's half a man. It's charging at us. Kratos was here. That was the one. It must please Hades Valhalla. Watch from underneath! Target Valhalla's mark. Only one left alive. Maximum challenge, maximum reward. Not scared, are you, Kratos? Winged creature with a trident? And things just got wrong. Did you forget that haste is a factor here? It's coming back here! Don't let him claw us! Sever the link already! Strike with your shield, damn it! That should be enough slaughter to earn your way up.
Oh, I'm back again. Still not used to that.
Ah, the end of another gauntlet. I have another cherished weapon from my travels to show you. Ready to see? Arms up! Don't hold back. I won't. Defend yourself. Behind you, brother! It's all in the wrist, you know. Behind you, watch out! Be ready. Behind you, incoming! Arms up! Tell me, Kratos, truly, how did it feel to plunge your homeland into darkness?
Rag did not intend the land to suffer, but I was indifferent, consumed only by rage and retribution.
That is not what I asked. How did it feel, in that moment, your soul given over to darkness, bringing a darkness over everything you could see?
Felt true.
Darkness come! Your curve!
Brother, get in the light!
Defend yourself! How you ready to win?
Show me!
Darkness come! Yurker!
You better get into the light, brother.
Be ready!
The victory you earn will be all the sweeter for this.
He's a natural warrior, but so are you. Come on, dust yourself off, man.
I'll tell you more of my story now, if you care to hear it.
Suppose that was beneficial enough to do another.
Passion, practice, perseverance.
And they
That
say
is-
you can't buy self-improvement.
It seems Tyr hasn't lost his edge, but I know in my heart, you are the stronger